The laughter echoed before the sound of ripping fabric even stopped. In the middle of the gym floor, with dozens of students watching and whispering, Ava stood frozen, her dress torn down the side, her eyes wide with shock. She had only been at the school for 4 days. She hadn't even unpacked all her moving boxes yet. And now her worst fear was playing out in slow motion in front of everyone. No one stepped in. Not the teachers who had just stepped out. Not the students who laughed behind their phones. And definitely not the 3 girls standing in front of her, proud of what they'd done. Their leader, Brooklyn, smirked as if she had just won a battle. "Didn't think this would happen on your first week, did you?" she said. The 2 girls next to her, Amanda and Jess, giggled cruelly. "Maybe next time don't wear such a cheap dress." Ava wasn't just shocked, she was humiliated. This dress had been a gift from her mother, the last thing her mom gave her before being deployed overseas with the army. Ava had worn it hoping to feel close to her, to feel strong. But now it lay in pieces, and the strength in her chest felt like it was crumbling too. This wasn't the first time Ava had dealt with bullies. Back at her old school, she'd been teased for being different, for being the quiet girl with the serious eyes and military manners. But she never let it break her, not once, and she wasn't about to start now. Brooklyn stepped forward again. "What, no comeback? No tears? You're even more boring than you look." Ava finally looked up, her eyes locking with Brooklyn's. But this time something had changed. The shock was gone. The fear, too. In its place was something sharper, colder, stronger. "You really shouldn't have done that," Ava said quietly. Brooklyn raised an eyebrow. "Or what?" Ava didn't answer with words. She dropped her torn dress coat to the side, revealing the training uniform she'd worn underneath, something no one had noticed before. Her father, a martial arts trainer, had taught her for years, and her mother, a soldier, taught her to never let cruelty go unchecked when you had the strength to stop it. Brooklyn moved forward again, thinking Ava was bluffing. In one swift move, Ava grabbed her wrist, twisted it, and brought her to the floor with a control hold that made everyone gasp. Amanda lunged at her in panic, but Ava sidestepped, kicked her leg from beneath her, and sent her tumbling into the bleachers. Jess froze, but Ava gave her a warning look that made her slowly back away. The entire gym had gone silent. Phones were still recording, but no one was laughing now. Ava stood calmly, breathing steady, eyes firm. She didn't look like a girl who had been humiliated. She looked like a girl who had just taken back every piece of her power. Teachers came rushing in too late, demanding to know what had happened. Ava didn't argue. She simply pointed to the footage on a nearby student's phone. It told the whole story. From the bullying to the ripping of her dress, to the moment she defended herself, nothing was left to question. Brooklyn, Amanda, and Jess were suspended. The principal tried to downplay it at first, but the video had already gone viral. Thousands of people online shared it with captions like, "This is what standing up looks like." Ava became a symbol, not because she fought, but because she knew when to stop staying silent. In the days that followed, students who had once whispered about her now approached with quiet respect. Some apologized, others simply nodded as they passed. But Ava didn't seek attention. She wasn't trying to be famous. She just wanted peace, and she finally had it. One afternoon, she sat alone under the tree behind the school when a girl from her class came over and quietly sat beside her. "Thank you," she said, "for not staying quiet. For showing them and us." Ava looked at her surprised. "You're welcome," she replied. And for the first time since arriving, she smiled. Ava's story wasn't just about fighting back. It was about remembering who you are when others try to tear you down. It was about honoring your roots, your family, your strength. And it was a reminder to everyone watching that when you mess with someone trained to rise, you only make their strength louder.